Alright, my friends, welcome to another video here. In this video, I decided I've been doing a lot of trade recaps for you guys, and I figured let me take advantage of this opportunity to kind of make a different video for you guys. So instead of a trade recap, we're just going to go over a little concept here, if you will. So, first of all, what prompted me to want to do this is somebody asked me why it's a good idea to have a different account for your overnight trades. And I figured, you know what, this is a great reason to make a YouTube video, because I wasn't going to make a YouTube video today because you know how I mentioned in my previous videos how I say that I've been posting my profits on Instagram and Twitter for like 2 years straight, and that for that reason I don't feel the need to make a YouTube video. So I said I was going to stop posting my profits on Instagram and on Twitter. Mainly, I was doing it on Instagram as a reason to make me do these videos for you guys on YouTube. So anyways, I had a lot to do today, and I had a little like speaking interview thing to do today as well. So I wasn't planning on doing a YouTube video. I posted my screenshots of my trades on my Instagram story, and I was just going to leave it at that. But then this question made me decide, you know what, let me just make a video out of it too, just to kind of, keep that momentum going and keep myself in the groove of still making these videos. Because like I say, you guys know me, once the mentorship courses start, I kind of just like drop off from making the videos because I'm busy with my students. So the course is starting really soon, so trying to not drop off, even though I know it's probably going to happen, but you guys know me, I come in waves. So anyways, basically what happened today is I made a little, well, it was $800, almost $900, about $800 profit on JP Morgan, and then I had another $500 profit on Facebook. So in total, I made about $1,400 today, let's just say, 14 to 1,500, 1,500, and it was on two separate accounts, because one of them I was planning on just holding overnight, just letting it sit through the day, hold it overnight, wake up to some money. I could have woken up to a loss too. Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm, the holy god of the stock market and I'm right every single time. Watch my other videos. I talk about this stuff a lot. But that was my main plan. But I had an 80% return. Let me see if I can find... You know what? No, I didn't tweet the picture. I only put it on Instagram. Because I can't figure out how to show the percent return on this platform on the computer. I can only do it on the phone. But I posted the screenshot on Instagram. So that's another thing, is that when I post it on Instagram, I forget to do it on Twitter. Sometimes I try to mix it up. But you guys know me. So anyways, it was an 80% return. So I'm like, well, what am I going to do? Get greedy? I'm pretty much doubling my money here already within a few hours. Let me just take it. So anyways, that was that. And that's why I didn't end up holding it overnight. But I want to go over the concept of why it's a good idea to keep your trades separate, on separate accounts, for your day trades and your swing trades. So just for the sake of it, real briefly, I'm not going to try and do a real a trade recap on this one. I had a little $500 Facebook profit here, and then the other one was JP Morgan here. It doesn't show it on this account. Well, what I'm going to do is, just because there's all the naysayers out there that try to be, oh no, it didn't happen. Let me just real briefly, I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to log into the other account, and then I'll show the JPM profit, and then show that there wasn't anything on Facebook there as well. And then we'll carry on with my little explanation here. It'll be real brief. Okay, we're back. So now we're on the other account. You can see the number at the top changed here. It was 5-1, I think. Now it's 5-4. But anyways, so now... Here was the $800, $890, and let's just call it $900. It's pretty much $900 profit here on the JP Morgan one. And then we go to the Facebook. You'll see nothing here. Yeah, no position there. So that's pretty much that. Now I don't want to spend too much time here talking about the actual trades themselves, because I have plenty of trade recaps. That's not the whole point here. I want to just explain a concept to you guys about why it's good to have separate accounts for your day trades and swing trades. And basically the reason behind this is that you guys definitely need to listen to one of my other longer YouTube videos, like the 19-minute ones and 15-minute ones that I recently uploaded. They talk about this idea a lot. Now, when you get into a trade, at least the way I trade, you can't expect to be right 100% and right instantly. You know, you can't just expect get in the trade and oh, boom, it's going to go up from the moment you got in. For example, let's, you know, let me just give this guy here. You could get in right here. See the top right here? But look at it. It dipped down a little bit. And then it flew up. So if you got in right here and you're expecting that, oh no, the stock has to go up instantly as soon as I get in, then you would be like, you know, freaking out throughout all this. Because it's not going up instantly. It's going down. You're at a small loss. You'd be freaking out. So first of all, you need to understand, and I'm sure everybody watching this video understands that, you know, yeah, you got to leave it a little bit of room to work. You have to have a plan. So let's just say for the sake of it, I might tell myself, yeah, I'll get in right here. And if it goes below here, let's just say, just for the sake of just a random area, if it goes below here, I will get out of the trade. So that means you're allowing yourself a little bit of room to work, as you should. You should never expect to just get in the trade and expect for it to just shoot up on you instantly. No, you have to have a plan. You have to allow it time to work, allow it room to work. So having that concept in mind, now for anyone that's not familiar with the terminology, a swing trade is pretty much anything that is not a day trade. So if you buy it today, you sell it tomorrow morning, it's a swing trade. If you buy it today, you sell it next week, it's a swing trade. You buy it today, you sell it in 2 days from now, it's a swing trade. So let's just say, you know, we'll look at a longer term time frame. Let's say you tell yourself, yeah, I'll get into NVIDIA right here at 285, let's just say. And if it goes below 280, I will get out. Nothing too crazy, just trying to use simple numbers here. So you're risking $2.50. That's your plan. But you think it's going to go all the way up to 300 for whatever reason. So you have this plan, and you know it's going to take a while. You know you want to hold the trade for about a week or two. Let's just say 1 week you want to hold it, or, you know, 3 days, or whatever it is, you're going to hold it for a few days. Because you know, yeah, it's not going to shoot to $300 instantly. You know, I got to give it maybe a day or two. See, it went for a day or two. You get what I'm trying to say here? But I'm just trying to set the scenario here, set the stage. So you tell yourself, I'll get into this NVIDIA 285. If it goes below the 280, I'll get out. So that means, if it goes below the 282, I'll get out. So that means if it goes down to 283, you're still going to be in the trade. You're going to be at a losing position, but you're still in the trade because you're not going to get out until it goes below 282.50 because you're allowing it room to come dip down because you're not just, thinking, oh yeah, no, I got to be right instantly. So you're allowing it room to work. So if it comes from 285 to 283, you're losing $2 per share there. So you are at a loss, which is okay. It's perfectly fine. You're willing to lose, $2.50 per share. You're fine with it. That's part of the plan. You're willing. You understand that you're not going to be right every time. You understand. You get what I'm trying to say here, guys? I'm just setting the stage here real briefly. Not trying to make this too long of a video. So you buy this NVIDIA, willing to hold it for like a week. Here's where the issue comes from. Let's say tomorrow morning it opens up and it's down at like 283. So tomorrow morning, you're at a loss of about, let's say $150, $200. I don't know. But you're willing to lose $250, let's say. You're fine with it. It's okay. Let's say you have alerts set that will notify you, hey, this stock went below this, get out now. Or hey, it went above this, get out now. You don't even have to look at it, right? You let it autopilot. Well, if you have these trades on the same account, meaning you have one account, you have this swing trade on that account, and now you're going to come and day trade on this account, it might influence your emotions. And when you trade emotionally, you trade badly. I just invented that. That's my quote. Somebody quote that. You trade emotionally, trade badly. I don't even know if that's grammatically correct, but anyways, when emotions are involved, things don't go right. You need to think with your brain, not with your emotions when it comes to trading. So, when normally You would say, yeah, I'll get into this Microsoft here. If it comes down all the way to here, I'll get out. So I'm allowing it room to work, blah, 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 boom. Here's what happens if you have these trades on the same account. You have no reason to look at this NVIDIA. Your notification didn't go off to tell you you're wrong or to tell you you're right, so you know it's still within that range, so you don't need to look at it. You know you're going to let it ride for a few days. If they're on the same account, you are going to see that loss of $200 on the NVIDIA, which you're perfectly fine with being with. You're fine with it. But the brain, when it starts to get emotional, and especially for new traders, they have a hard time controlling their emotions. So it starts to get emotional, you react differently, you think differently, you don't think straight, you just start doing things based on emotions. Later on you look back and realize, why did I even do that? So that's the problem. Now you're emotionally conflicted because you saw this loss, which you were fine with being with. Now you're going to get into this trade and you're going to get in double the size that you're used to being with. So you might be willing to, yeah, I'll lose $100 on this if I'm wrong. But you go in double now. So now you get in right here and it starts to come back, and you're already seeing a $100 loss. Oh my God, you weren't willing to, that's all you wanted to lose. But because you got emotional, you were saying, oh no, I got to make up for the loss on this NVIDIA now. Now you start acting differently. Now it's a snowball effect. Now you're in the trade too heavy on your position size. Now that's going to lead you to react more emotionally. Because in a normal situation, if you were in this trade with a proper size, you'd be willing to let it work out to here. You'd probably be at like a $30 loss right here, which is fine. You're willing to lose 100. But because you emotionally decided, no, I'm going to double up. Now you're at like a $75 loss right here. And you're like, oh my God, dude, I can't take that. All I wanted to lose was 100. Boom. You take the loss. Now, you're down 100 on your day trade, you're down 200 on this, and then on top of that, the stock ends up doing what you wanted it to do. The audacity! You're just so frustrated now. You're like, who does this stock market think he is? Trying to play with me like that, but you don't realize it was just your emotions. Or, a different scenario. You might get in the trade, and it might come down to here, and you might be at a $100 loss, but now you might say, oh my God, dude, I'm down $300. That's 30% of my account. I only have $1,000 in my account. I'm down $300. I can't do that. This needs to bounce. No, if it goes down to 115, I'll get out instead of the 115.50. Now it goes down to 115. Now you're at a $250 loss here. Now you're at a $200 loss here still. You're losing $450. You're just going crazy now. And you're like, oh my God, I hate this stock market thing. But it's just your emotions that you should hate. And trust me, I've been there. I've done that. I've been doing this for 8 years. This is how I know to separate the trades. So, you separate the trades. You put them on different accounts. You know you were going to hold this one overnight for a few days, so put it on a different account. Tomorrow morning, you don't have to look at it. Unless your notification went off saying, hey, you're wrong, take that loss. Or hey, you're right, take the profit. But if your notification didn't go off, then you don't even look at it. You open up the market and you do what you normally would do. You get into your trade here. You tell yourself you're willing to lose $100 if it goes down to here. If you're right, you'll make $200. Boom. It goes up to here. You take your $200 profit. You're perfectly fine with it. Maybe then at that point, you're like, well, let me check on my other trade. You go and you check on your $200 loss. Well, at least I balanced out. Yeah, no issues. But even then, you still shouldn't check on it. Just check on it when you're supposed to. But obviously, that idea comes within, planning your trades. You have to have an actual systematic thing here going for you guys. I'm just trying to give these concepts for you guys here. But that's just like a little idea I want to get across for you guys, and a tip. If you really do plan on being a trader and taking this long term, you're going to want to have different accounts. You're going to want to separate your day trades from your swing trades. Even if you're dominantly a swing trader or if you're dominantly a day trader, it doesn't really matter, because if you know how to day trade, you can swing trade. If you can actually do one thing, you can do the other. If you have the understanding and the knowledge and the skills of the market, you can do really whatever you want. And you are going to when you actually understand how the market works. So, and it's going to take you some time to be willing to do multiple things. You might start as a swing trader, then go day trading. One of my students, he took my course and he couldn't day trade because he had a full-time job. He had to be at work when the market was opening. So he was swing trading. He would place a trade, let it sit for 2-3 days, then check on it on his lunch break one day, and he'd have a profit. Boom. And that's what he was doing until he was able to make enough money to quit his job. Then he started focusing on day trading, and now he can do both. So that's just my little tip here. I drew like a mess. I don't know what happened here. But that's just a tip that, you know, you should have separate accounts if you're going to be doing multiple different kinds of trades. You don't want to have a mess where you come in and you see like you have 3 trades that you're willing to hold overnight. 2 of them are at a loss. 1 is at a big profit. You don't know how to act on it. You want to day trade now. You have a plan to day trade, but you're too focused on trying to figure out what you want to do with those other 3 trades when you really shouldn't be anyways. So it's just, you know, a precaution. So hopefully this video helped a little bit more of a, I guess, conceptual video than a trade recap. I have a ton of those trade recaps, and some people like to complain and be like, all right, dude, like I get it. You got in here, you got out there. But anyway, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I don't want it to be too long, so I'm going to cut it right now. Just enjoy your guys' day, enjoy your guys' life, hit the thumbs up, and just, yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon.